Welcome to El Inga Suarez's channel, where today we delve into a brief yet disquieting story. We invite you on a journey through legends, literature, and the depths of Salvadoran culture. Our voyage takes us into the world of La Petaca, a tale penned by one of El Salvador's greatest authors, Salarrué. This is a story where the ordinary mingles with the supernatural, where the everyday meets the extraordinary. It all starts in a humble Salvadoran hamlet, a place where life follows a rhythm as old as the hills themselves. Here our protagonist, the story's narrator, recalls a startling event from his childhood. One night, the calm of the hamlet was shattered by an urgent plea for help. Our protagonist, his father, and other men from the village found themselves rushing to the home of a woman named Pancha. There she was, writhing, speaking in tongues, with inhuman strength. The sight was unnerving, to say the least. A woman named Pancha, known to the community, was now a spectacle of something otherworldly. Her eyes were wide open, her body contorted in ways that seemed impossible, and her voice was no longer her own. It was as if she was possessed or afflicted by some unknown malady. But the sight of Pancha was not the only thing that sent a shiver down the spine of those present. In the corner of the room, an old suitcase, a Petaca as it's known, was trembling, shaking as if it held a life of its own. This was not the usual sight of an old, worn-out suitcase. This was something different, something eerie. The room was filled with fear and tension. The men, including the young narrator and his father, were at a loss. They were faced with a situation that defied logic and understanding. The Petaca was just an object, an inanimate thing, and yet it seemed to be the source of Pancha's torment. Was the Petaca cursed? Had it been tainted by some dark force? Or was there something inside it, something that had the power to cause such a disturbing spectacle? These questions swirled around in the minds of the men present. The fear was palpable, but so was the curiosity and perhaps the need to help Pancha. And so, despite the fear, one of the bravest among them decided to confront the unknown. He decided to open the Petaca. The room fell silent, the tension escalated, and all eyes were on the man in the trembling suitcase. One of the bravest men decided to open it. The room held its breath, anticipating what would come next. The line between the ordinary and the supernatural had been blurred, and they were about to delve deeper into the realm of the unknown. And what they found inside wasn't gold, clothes, or common objects. No, it was something that sent shivers down their spines and caused their hearts to beat faster. For nestled within the confines of the trembling Petaca, they found a doll. But this was no ordinary doll. It was filled with pins, each one carelessly jabbed into the fabric, distorting the doll's uncanny resemblance to a human form. As they examined the doll further, they noticed something even more chilling. Sewn onto its chest was a name they all knew too well, Pancha. The doll, the pins, the name, it all pointed to one horrifying conclusion. This was witchcraft. It was as if the room had suddenly turned colder, the air thick with an ominous dread that clung onto them like a shadow. They knew what they had to do. As if guided by some innate survival instinct, they decided to burn the doll. The flames consumed the doll, the pins melting into a molten puddle, the name Pancha disappearing into ash. As the doll burned, a miraculous transformation took place. Pancha, who had been writhing and speaking in tongues, seemed to calm down. Her body relaxed, her eyes focused, and she seemed to return to her senses. The possession or the unknown ailment that had gripped her released its hold. But while Pancha was freed, something else was forever imprisoned. The fear in the protagonist's mind. The memory of that night. The trembling Petaca, the doll filled with pins, and Pancha's name sewn onto its chest. It all became a haunting memory. An unforgettable reminder of a night when the boundary between the ordinary and the supernatural blurred, and they were forced to confront an unsettling reality. The protagonist, the narrator of our story, was just a child then, but the fear that was born that night grew with him. It was a fear that was not of the dark, but of what lurked within it, a fear of the unknown. Pancha was freed after burning the doll, but the fear remained forever etched in the protagonist's mind. This story is part of the Cuentos de Barro collection, published in 1933, where Salarrué portrays magical realism and the beliefs of the Salvadoran countryside. La Petaca is not merely a tale designed to send shivers down your spine. It's far more than that. It's a mirror reflecting the culture and life of the Salvadoran people, a tapestry of their beliefs, fears, and hopes. In this story, we see how the everyday life of an ordinary Salvadoran village is interwoven with the supernatural, with religion, medicine, and magic all playing their roles. The villagers turn to these elements not just for answers, but also as means to confront the unknown, the inexplicable, the eerie. It's a survival mechanism, a way to make sense of a world where strange and unsettling events occur. Our protagonist, the narrator, is a child when the story unfolds and the event leaves a deep and lasting imprint on him. It's a poignant reminder of how such experiences can shape our perception of the world, influencing our beliefs and understanding of the unexplainable. Now, the question that arises is, was it real witchcraft that caused Pancha's torment? Or was it mere superstition? Could there have been a logical explanation for Pancha's condition? Or was it indeed the result of a malevolent curse? Maybe it was a bit of both. Perhaps the power of belief, the belief in the curse, the fear it instilled, and the subsequent actions taken, played a crucial role in the unfolding of events. After all, the mind is a potent tool and belief can often shape reality. But what do you think? Was it real witchcraft or just superstition? A manifestation of fear or a tangible curse? Don't forget to subscribe to El Inga Suarez channel, hit the like button, and share this video if you enjoy Salvadoran legends and stories. Until next time with more stories to make your hair stand on end.